Hey, welcome to our homeroom today for September 10th. This week we're going to go and talk about College Go Week, and we're going to talk about a senior post high school survey that needs to be filled out. Okay. Homeroom teachers, again, if you're comfortable, I'd love for you to share, just kind of pause and share. Like when you're a senior in high school, what were your career path plans? And if you can remember, like what in the fall at this time, senior year, were you doing, or what were you trying to do to figure out what was going to happen after high school? Did you have any idea that you were going to be a teacher at 17, 18 years old? And then maybe share what changed in your plans over the next few years. How did you end up being a teacher? So feel free, pause it, share with your students on that, please. Announcements for this week. These are kind of repetitive. Again, we're posting scholarships. Check very, very soon on those things. The Lilly Scholarship, it was due on Monday, but we still have the Wells Scholarship posted, and we continue posting scholarships there. College visits, you know the drill. Feel free, grab a form in guidance. September 17th and October 8th. Those are completely off for college and career visits, and you can do those without having to fill the forms out. Picture retakes, Friday, September 26th. Also, if you had your picture taken at registration, Interstate is still working on getting you a code. I think it should be like the week of September 15th. You should receive a code. So just reassure your parents that that's coming soon. College fair. That is Tuesday, September 23rd, 5:30 to 7. If you don't have a great idea about where you're going to go to college, I would encourage you to check this thing out. There are like 43 colleges and there'll be some financial aid information and campus life and just all kinds of stuff that you can check out there. So feel free, check that out, September 23rd. Also, we're having a financial aid night here. The FAFSA should be opening October 1st, so Tuesday, October 7th at 6:30. We've got a financial aid night. Parents and students can come. You can hear about different forms of financial aid and information about filling that FAFSA out. Okay. Upcoming homerooms, we've got three. October 1st, Jostens is going to come for cap and gown. October 8th, again, we have no homeroom that day, but you could visit colleges that day. That's our PSAT day. And then November 12th, that's when we're doing our senior panoramic photo. So make sure you get your fresh fade before November 12th. Okay. Real quick to recap one more time. I know this is repetitive, but we've talked about applying at four-year colleges. Remember that early application deadline is November 1st. If you're using Common App or signing up for Common App, make sure you add me as your counselor and make sure you spell my name right. Also sign that FERPA release. If you are applying at a school not through Common App, you need to request your transcript through Parchment. And we've got that college application checklist all set up for you that helps you with the process. So I would check this out right here. It's got all the steps that you need to follow. And again, we just encourage you to start sooner rather than later. Okay. A brag sheet. If you have not filled a brag sheet yet, if you have not filled out a brag sheet yet, please make sure you do so. If you want me to write a recommendation for you in Common App or for a scholarship, make sure you fill that brag sheet out. That way I can give you the best recommendation I can. And also, once you fill that out, it's going to email it to you. Please use that to send to teachers if you're requesting their recommendations. Scholarships, we went over scholarships last week, but make sure you get started early and check back often. We've got a lot of information posted in the guidance area that you can take a look at for scholarships. Okay, so this week, College Go Week. College Go Week is coming up. It's September 22nd through the 26th. Why am I talking to you on September 10th about this? Well, that's because we won't have homeroom next week, and our next homeroom is going to be in the middle of College Go Week. So wanted to address this early. A few colleges will waive their application fees during College Go Week. That's going to be PFW, IU Fort Wayne, Purdue Northwest, and IU Indianapolis. If you're applying to those schools and you want a free application during this week, you have to go through the university website and use the College Go code. You cannot go through Common App if you want your application to be free. You've got to go through the university website. Okay, so if you do go through the university website, remember you've got to request a transcript through Parchment. Okay, you can't request that through, like, it can't be sent through Common App there. So other colleges that are listed, and I'm going to show you this list in just a second. Without a code, you can apply through the Common App. So if you go to College Go Week, and we've got a link to it, here are all the colleges that you can apply to for free throughout this week. Okay, but spoiler alert, almost all these colleges, unless they have a code underneath it, all these colleges can be applied to at any time during the year for free. Okay, but again, PFW, Purdue Northwest, IU Fort Wayne, those places, if you want a free app, you can do that during College Go Week. So, to be clear and avoid confusion, most of these colleges listed for College Go Week are free to apply to all year long, and I'd recommend using Common App for those colleges. It's just easier. Okay, so like if you're thinking about applying to Grace or Huntington or Trine, it's just easier to go through Common App because you don't have to request a transcript. But if during College Go Week, September 22nd to the 26th, you want to apply to PFW, IU Fort Wayne, Purdue Northwest, or IU Indianapolis, you need to go through that university's website. You can't use our website. So like PFW, you'd go through this website and you'd click the Apply tab, all right? Same with IU Fort Wayne, all of those. And if you do that, you need to request a transcript through Parchment. Sorry to be wordy there, just want to make sure that you understand that. So 2 questions that come up. One is, can I still apply to PFW and others through Common App? Yes, you can apply to PFW through Common App, no problem, but you're going to pay the application fee. I think it's $30. And a lot of people ask, hey, is there a discount for IU Bloomington or Purdue West Lafayette? And that is no, okay? It is IU University of Fort Wayne and Purdue University of Fort Wayne or Purdue University Northwest. So fees are not waived for those schools. If you have more questions about this, please feel free to reach out to me. I just wanted to get this out before College Go Week happened. Okay. College Go Week continued as we jump into this week. I totally recommend checking out that Learn More Indiana website. There's a lot of information on college searching, paying for colleges, 21st Century Scholar. We've got this linked, but right up here, there's all kinds of great information. If you're looking for a college, trying to figure out how to pay for a college, if you're a 21st Century Scholar, this is a great website to get you started on things. So make sure you are checking that out. All right, we've got a few tasks we need to get done. The first is our post-high school survey. This is a super, super quick survey. It's required by the state of Indiana. It's super quick. What you do is you're going to fill out your name and you're going to take your best guess at what you plan to do after high school. You can access this on the Canvas main page, okay? And again, it's last name, first name, and a plan. So at this point, teachers, please pause the video. Please make sure all students open their computers up and complete this. I would appreciate if you walked around and made sure everybody had this done, because I've got to use this to report to the state of Indiana. Okay, our next thing that we've got to get done is homecoming royalty. All right. you're going to vote for up to 16 seniors to be on that homecoming court. All right. And if you or a friend is going to be gone at internship, freshman mentoring, and this assignment gets closed, see Mrs. Brubaker or Mrs. Hopkins if you'd like to vote. But teachers at this time, again, there's a link in the class of 2026 page. It's they call it like HOCO, homecoming court nominations. Okay. And again, you're going to pick up to 16 individuals. So please, at this point, pause the video and have everyone vote for homecoming royalty. A third thing to highlight are homecoming t-shirt sales. We shared the link the other day, but the last day for sales is today. So there's a student square message, and there's also a link right here to homecoming t-shirt orders. If you want to order, last day is today. So teachers, feel free to guide your kids there. And finally, goal setting and review. All right. We're doing a goal setting kind of activity this 9 weeks. Mrs. Kelly is leading us in this. She's doing an awesome job. But we tried to set goals the other week, and unfortunately, we had that long fire evacuation and chose clubs. So a lot of classes did not even get to set their goals. Teachers, if your entire class just didn't get to it, please have your class use the goal setting document shared by Mrs. Kelly to create a classroom set of goals. And what that looks like is that, Microsoft is going to make me kind of go through some things here. It should look like this. Teachers, it has instructions up here, and kids should be able to click on this and find or create their goal. Okay. If your class did goal setting, teachers, you can use that document and you can see the goals that students have created. I'd love for you to take a little bit of time to review those goals. And again, there's instructions up here on how to review those goals. And if a student didn't create a goal, feel free to talk with them, add one to the sheet. So for the rest of the time today, we're going to have you take some time, individually meet with your teacher, talk with that goal, or if the entire class didn't get to set the goals, make sure we set a goal today, and then we'll use time next week to follow it up. Okay. Thanks for listening. Thanks for tuning in. And if you have any questions, students, teachers, please let me know.